Hello, everyone, and welcome in for our next session of the 5th Trumpet. Fire, reload, breathe, aim, fire, reload, bullet, target, aim, breathe, trajectory, reload, fire, eliminate, reload, fire, inescapable, aim, breathe, reload, fire, 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 breathe, reload. The bullet has truly hit everything. In the depths of this facility-made tomb, the gentle voice of the sun has given Merru everything he wants, everything he was promised, everything that will make him whole. Aim, fire, reload, don't breathe, don't think. Everyone, enter initiative.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
Merru, or should I say, what you have become. What would you like to do?
Well, this distortion, it is simply seeking a way out, a way to safety, and immediately it senses a threat facing it. So naturally, it would like to attack.
Of course.
And it will. What do I roll a challenge level?
The challenge? Well, the challenge would be challenge 8. But I believe what you're about to use is something unbreakable. And
that is true.
In fact, I would say here, you do not roll Merru, as you are no longer a player for the moment.
That's true.
But you can describe what you do.
All right. So, Merru, the distortion, will, it will raise its arm, it looks like a large cannon, and it will point it directly at the center of this abnormality's chest, and without thinking, it will simply fire. Nothing else to it.
And as this is your very first attack, it is a critical hit, as this coin is unbreakable. And if you would like to describe as the 4 aggravated black piercing damage manages to penetrate this abnormality's defenses.
Yeah. So as the large bullet fires, the cannon gun on its arm, it glows from an internal place inside of it. And it's not like magic bullet, it doesn't exactly form portals or anything like that. But you can see from the end of the barrel of the gun this like deep blue glow as the bullet shoots out directly at the place in the abnormality's chest where the chains go inside, and it breaks directly through it.
The porcelain shatters from the aggravated damage dealt to it, by the critical hit. And Merru, I believe you have 2 more attacks that you can make.
Yes. It simply will, it will do the same thing. Because why would it do anything different? So, once again, it will lock on and fire.
Absolutely. Another bullet fires into this thing. And you may make 1 more attack as you see more of the porcelain begin to shatter from this abnormality.
Well, everything in its system is just telling it to eliminate the threat and get out. So when it registers that the firing is working, it will do it 1 more time.
Absolutely. And you fire once more. You watch as the Forsaken Angel's stance begins to change as that gun firing again and again, having made a crack in its porcelain, has begun to break it open. And it is going to act. Before it had restrained the abnormality it was up against, but as you see the shards falling to the ground, the chains retract instead, and a bright light comes down on you. You do not get to dodge, Merru.
Okay.
This light rains down for 10 aggravated pale blunt damage. Which you, if you find your defenses,
I see it.
resist.
Yes.
You are weak, however, to blunt, so you will take blunts calculated first, so that is going to be 9, then halved. You're going to take 5 aggravated pale damage.
All right. I think that would make it doesn't stumble because it's hovering in the air. But it does, in a way, recoil just a little bit. But it doesn't. How do I describe it? I guess the best way to describe it is shaking it off pretty quickly. And am I allowed to attack again?
Before you attack again, you see that, or it's a question of how much you're really registering, but this entire containment unit, the other managers on the outside can all see that there is a bright, blinding light from within. And had any of them been caught in this room with the 2 of them, you imagine it would have eviscerated you instantly. And now, Merru, you may act again.
Okay. Merru definitely was not registering any of that. Because Merru is not Merru right now. Merru's a distortion. Which is not focused on any of that. So, I mean, instead, it will immediately raise that gun 1 more time and allow it to start glowing so you can fire one more time.
Absolutely. And as you fire once more, this distortion, this thing, you do lose 3 health.
Okay.
And you then fire. More and more of the glass begins to crack. And you can also, now that the first turn has passed, make that 1d10 roll to see if this is a critical hit.
Yes. Now, quick question. Do I just put the quote-unquote challenge level for this at anything? Just make it a 1?
You can make the difficulty a 10, or just a 1, actually.
Okay.
That doesn't matter. It's just a critical dice.
Okay.
This one is not aggravated, but
That's fine.
it is still a devastating hit. If you would like to describe first what it looks like when it fires, and then a certain little thing that activates.
Yes. When the distortion raises the gun this time, it's almost identical to the first times it did it. Raise its arm. The barrel of the gun glows. The bullet fires, but this time when it goes to lower it, it's almost like something, its arm locks into place. And it's unable to stop itself from what comes next. Which, if I may.
Absolutely, and show us what indeed comes next.
Yes. That's not the... I clicked... that's weird. My bad. Wrong thing. I meant to click this. There we go.
As it fires, and then fires, and then fires.
Yeah. So, this time when it fires, it gets almost like it's stuck in a loop, where the bullets just keep firing and firing and firing. Not even this time exactly pointed, meant for the abnormality. It hits the abnormality, of course, but everything is being hit, because the distortion is unable to stop itself.
There is the sound of cracking and of breaking. And the 3 of you can all see as that containment unit, the door was already blown off its hinges. But prior, Kai, Nix, you all watch as there are 2 creatures, beings, engaged in combat, and you see the chains of that angel as the glass and the porcelain all fall to the ground. It almost wraps itself up in an egg, and a pulse of this soft, warm white light, quite similar to the one you often feel, activates. First, you can all heal a point of sanity.
Oh, thank you.
Touched
Thank you, Angel.
by the light.
There we go.
And from the redeem there. And then you feel another surge. And both of these are very, very similar sensations. As you all can heal 5 health and 5 sanity each from the Forsaken Angel.
Yep. Phew. Thank you, Forsaken Angel.
Wow.
What a
Managers.
My
You-
go.
All also have Resolve at the moment active. So the next attack will be halved. And
Okay. We'll need every help we can get for this one.
Yeah.
Merru, would you
Yes.
like to describe what they see leaving the containment unit?
Yes. So, the distortion, which is taller than the rest of you now, when it leaves that unit, it is it's like hovering over the floor without a word. On one side, there is a large gun, practically a cannon, that is still glowing briefly before it dims. And there's this light whirring sound that fades now that the attack is over. And with the horns that are atop its head, they flicker similarly to the way that Merru's prosthetics tended to do. And its singular eye, it glows a deep blue as it robotically scans the hall that you're all in. Its head, as it does that, it like rotates unnaturally far to each side as it looks to be searching for something, but doesn't seem at the very moment to be actively on the attack. But despite that, the exposed wiring on its other side, it continues to dangerously writhe and spark. And you're not really sure if the distortion is even in control over that part of itself or not. But all the same, it slowly glides over the floor towards all of you as it surveys the area around you all.
Merru?
At the sound of someone's voice, I think the distortion will stop in place. The horns flash one more time, and its head slowly turns until it's looking directly at the three of you. So its head turns first, and then the body follows. So now it's completely facing you. And then suddenly you can hear this like hissing static that fills the hall. And that static sound is followed by, it's called like a chorus of these like unintelligible warped sounds. But then something internally within the distortion crackles, and the cannon begins to light up and raise from its side again, still locked directly on the three of you. And its eye glows in warning. And as it goes on the attack, there's this high-pitched, shrill sound that rises above the cacophony of noise.
Merru's fallen to the distortion phenomenon. Kai, Nix, you're both practiced at this point, aren't you?
I wish I wasn't.
Too
He needs
much
our help.
comfort. Yeah, I know. Oh. Okay.
Weapons up.
And
And
Oh.
I think we actually start with mixed here.
Nick,
Yeah.
you act
Um,
first. What would you like to do?
So it's funny because Mix has kind of has this thought right now in their head of like, You know, if I had a nickel for every time one of my coworkers distorted, I'd have 3 nickels, which is a concerning amount at this point. Being, I guess, the quote-unquote most experienced with distortions, at this point, I think, okay, well, okay, Mr. DM, I have a question.
Yes.
This is going to be kind of a reach.
Of course.
But I have a question.
Yes.
For a potential... Okay. Merru is robotic here, right?
He is. Would you like to begin by trying to figure out what you know from your past experiences that Fire and Kai both seem to behave in very odd ways? Do you want to try to figure out what might be going on with him?
Yeah, I'd like to, because clearly with the others, there was like a thing going on, and eventually it was almost like not like a puzzle, but it was kind of like a puzzle, and I want to at least see if I can get a hint for what we are doing here. So, is that allowed?
Absolutely. You can make me a understanding city secrets check.
Awesome.
You cannot add your specialty because it is a distortion and not yet an abnormality.
See, I don't like when you say yet. That's what we have to avoid. Okay. I guess there's nothing else. What's the difficulty here?
I would say it is a scaling difficulty beginning at challenge free. And for each success, I'll give you more info than you would have received otherwise.
Okay, challenge 3, gotcha. I will not. I think I'm gonna save my points for now, because I have a pretty good roll here. It's mixed, so I can't be too safe, but I'm gonna trust it.
5 successes.
Okay. Pretty good roll. What do I learn, Mr. DM?
So, you would learn that this distortion does almost seem robotic and machine-like in nature. You can see that there are these exposed wires. You can see the cannon that you imagine was the sound of what was being fired. You see there's what looks like a caution sign on its chest around where its heart would be. And, Nix, you've hacked a lot of things before. You're not certain if you can hack a distortion.
Oh.
But there's nothing stopping you from trying, especially one mechanical like this.
Aha. Okay. All right. Okay. In that case, Mix will sort of like it's in their head it takes a moment to process, but in real time it's only a few seconds, and then Mix says, "All right, I've got an idea. Kai, I'm gonna need you to help me on this one. You need to hold him down. I'm gonna try and hack into him."
Run distraction. Got it.
Yeah. And Friar, you... just keep an eye out. Shit. I don't know if this is gonna work, but... Oh, well, let's just see what happens. I guess that's my turn then, that roll.
That would be your first turn, would be learning that information. Would you like to move at all, though? You can move, and you do notice it is right near all of you. And you do know Merru's signature thing is shooting in lines.
Yeah, so Mix is gonna, like, move, like, down here.
Absolutely. I'm going to move Mix a little up so Mix isn't off the screen. But, Mix, you are there. And we go to Kai. What would you like to do, Kai?
Sorry, that's me meowing. Kai's definitely not in that mood right now. Kai will jump to action at Mix's request. I think the goal is to keep this robotic distortion as far from the others as possible. It's kind of like an oh god, I don't know how to stop this, I'm not the smart one. And I will try to attack him to get his attention so that at the very least I'm the first one to get hit.
Absolutely. It is a challenge 5 to hit him.
Okay.
Simply lock in.
Yeah. Okay.
You got this.
Kai, crit.
Yep. Come on.
Fire is asking. I'm wondering if I should use one of my sin points immediately just to...
You absolutely
You
could.
got 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do so. Okay. Come on.
6 successes. That is a hit. Would you like to spend willpower or spend sanity?
Yes. Yes, please.
7.
That's right. You know what? You got it.
You know what?
You got a
You
hit.
did well enough.
It's a hit. It's a hit.
7
matters.
successes. Merru, which rejects humanity, can you take 2 red blunt damage, which the defenses.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yep. The defenses would make that instead be 3 red blunt damage. And you are forced to target Kai with one of your skill slots on the next turn.
Okay.
And he will have all damage received. And Kai would...
Prior will say, Kai, can you get around behind him?
Yeah, Kai will do as Prior says. Should I just move his little...
Yeah. I'm trying to avoid hitting Kai also getting a straight line.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. And Kai, would you like to describe what it's like?
Okay, I only dealt 3 damage, so I presume... Okay, this is a distracting hit. This is something to try to make sure that Merru doesn't blow Mix's head off with a cannon. I think it's something as simple as running up and clanging onto his metal with his claws. I assume 3 damage isn't even enough to really pierce through it or anything. It's just like a very loud clang sound rings out like a bell tolling as Kai tries his best to keep Merru from attacking the others.
Absolutely.
And runs up behind him at Prior's direction.
And as you do so, Prior, we pass to your turn.
Absolutely. This is a great moment. I don't want to. Everyone's doing well on willpower right now, so I don't want to pop my skill 3 right now. Goodness. What do I even do here? You know what I can do? You know what? Honestly, it might not work. Can I try and make a persuasion roll to try and like see if I can speak to Merru in this case?
Absolutely.
Just Prior has Life for a Daredevil in one hand, and as he does, he kind of reaches out with his other and points and says, "You did this once for me. I know you're in there. Whatever you're dealing with, I didn't see it until it was too late, and I'm sorry. If you can hear me, I want to help you. Please, Merru, say something." And would that be presence and persuasion?
I think presence persuasion.
I'll spend a sin point because I really don't want to mess this up.
It's
Should I set a difficulty or?
It is a scaling challenge for this one, so you can just put it at difficulty 1.
I'll spend a point of sanity.
Oh,
All right, only 3.
3 successes. How does the distortion react?
I think at first it had been going to turn its body towards Kai, but when it hears the sound of Prior talking, the top half of its body rotates until it's facing Prior, and the distortion stares initially blankly, and it seems for a while that it is simply unable to process the words said to it. But after a minute, something happens.
Uh-oh.
So its horns flash repeatedly, and the blue glow of its eye seems to briefly shudder before something starts to play from the distortion. It sounds like it's Merru's voice being replayed from like a tinny recording, but it's all warbled and warped, and the audio chip it cuts out at times, and until the only parts that play, you can just hear it go, "None of my hangups matter if I'm dead. It was easier when I didn't feel things so strongly. It's hard to keep moving sometimes, but if I don't stay alert, I'm at risk. I don't want to be a person anymore. That would be best for me, I think." And then there's a pause before it replays. The words more glitched this time, and it does that until the words are no longer able to be understood, and then it turns away. And then I think it's my turn, yes?
It is. And Prior, how do you react when you hear that recording played back to you?
Prior's grip tightens on his weapon. He lowers his guard slightly and his shoulders slump. All of his eyes blink at different timings before he raises his guard again, plants his feet, sets his lips, and goes, "Time to convince you otherwise, then. I only have one choice."
And now, Merru, it is your turn. Managers,
Alright.
you all have 2 resolves, so the first 2 instances of damage will be halved. And Merru, what would you like to do?
Well, the distortion is turning back to Kai. Yes. And it will, once again, lock on and go to shoot. Now, just a quick question. Do you want me to show the thing in the show to chat first, or do you want me to just do the D10 roll?
Oh, show it to chat, and then you can make that D10 roll.
Okay.
So this is going to be a challenge 6, Kai, against your guard.
Okay. Whoa. God, challenge 6. Okay.
Yep.
Willpower. Oh my god.
5
Oh.
successes.
Well-
Hey, you have your guard defense. You have your guard defense.
You do have your guard defense. You fail it by 1. So this is an unbreakable coin that does +1 black pierce for each failure below the challenge.
Okay.
So you are going to be taking 5 black piercing damage. That's first going to be halved from the resolve to free, and then it's going to be halved again from your skill 2. So that's going to be halved down to 2. And then your defenses. You endure black. And pierce has no effect, so you are only taking 1 black piercing damage.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Now, sorry to ask. Did you want me to roll to see if that crit?
Yes, actually,
God.
please see if that
Right,
crit.
that is important. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Because that
would you
could be
ask?
aggravated damage coming at you.
Wow.
Okay. You know.
Once again, just because I already forgot, do I just make the challenge 1?
Yep, you can just make the
Yep.
challenge 1.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
that is a
great.
crit.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
So
cool.
Kai,
Thanks.
you are taking aggravated. So you are
That
taking
was a 10.
1 aggravated black damage. Just is the distortion targeting the health or the sanity with this 1 damage?
The hell?
Health. Take a point of aggravated health damage, Kai.
Yes, sir. I did not. I mean, not that that was getting off
If-
easy, but I honestly thought it would be so much worse.
If that had hit anyone else, oh my God.
Yeah.
That
The
would have
tank's
been
gonna tank,
6
so.
aggravated black damage had it. But I believe, Merru, you have 2 more skill slots.
Yes. It does. So I think, what to do? You know, I think, I mean, Kai wanted to get the distortion's attention. So it will attack Kai again, but I think I'll use a different attack this time. And I will simply, here we go.
Absolutely. Automated destruction. Kai, can you make another guard roll against challenge 4 this time?
Okay.
That's a success. You don't take any damage. And Merru, would you like to describe?
Yeah. So the distortion had been honing in on Kai. And after having fired the first shot, the blow faded, and it didn't fully lower its arm before moving in closer and raising it back up and trying to smash right down onto Kai's head. And I suppose when the attack misses, it doesn't have much of a reaction. It just kind of moves itself back up straight, and readies itself for the next attack.
Absolutely. It has one last skill slot. What would you like to do?
I think I will. You know, it's directly in the middle of all three of you, isn't it?
It is, and also, you all see that the screen is still active, where Ange is watching all of this.
Yes. So, I think we will use this. Make sure I'm picking the right one.
Uh-oh.
Well,
And you all can make a challenge 6 defensive skill against this attack. As I believe you're all within range.
Yep.
no. Well, okay, alright.
Evade.
You all have that second resolve.
Merru.
So
That's
any
true, we have
damage
resolve.
will be halved. I think this crit for Prior.
Prior sees the wires hit the ground, and like the water, he springs up with speed and grabs at one of the pipes above his head, pulling his legs up as the wires thrash beneath him.
Probably.
Oh my god.
Point.
2 successes.
Point here.
That is a failure, Kai. Would you like to spend
I'm-
sanity?
I'm gonna see if I can crit. Nope.
Alright. Well,
Mix, that is also a failure with 3 successes.
thanks, Brian. Damn it. Alright. You know what? I'll do a willpower, why not?
Absolutely.
Okay.
A
God.
success crit!
Thank God. Thank
Mix.
God.
You are able to dodge. Kai, You-
I think.
will be taking. And sorry, I'll let you describe as soon as I let you know how much you're taking. It would be 4 red blunt damage. You do, because of the resolve, the second resolve, that was redeemed. That's half to 2. And then your ego armor would ensure, because you resist red, that it is halved again. And you also endure blunt, so you are only taking 1 damage.
I think Kai is, he's trying to get Merru's attention away, or this distorted version of Merru's attention away from the others, and I think that he's very quickly thrown off kilter when he sees his wires shooting out towards the others. I think almost in a frenzied state, to try to jump, dive onto them to maybe be the person to take it. It turns out that the others don't need his help in the first place, and he just ends up taking damage anyway.
Absolutely. And you take 2 defensive paralysis.
Cool.
And if I may describe,
Absolutely.
yeah. So as Kai is doing that, the distortion had pulled back ever so slightly. And then the wiring on its side had begun to twist and flail before the distortion itself started to thrash, and it began to rapidly spin its upper body to swing the large wires at anything in its path. Now, Mix and Prior dodged. Kai, unfortunately, took a lot of the onslaught, but after that, there's also a loud crash, followed by a sharp sound of broken glass, where one of the wires smacked into the screen that Ange's image had been on. And the distortion doesn't notice that it did that, as the wires are just whipping at anything it can hit, whether it's the wall, electrical boxes, just anything that it can hit.
And you all see her image frozen, shattered, and then the screen goes dark. And at the end of the turn, the distortion is going to take I believe 3 damage as it loses free health.
Oh.
That's the bit. It's a truly self-destructive rampage.
Yeah.
Oh god, that means we're on a timer. We're on a timer, guys.
Yep.
Yep.
If you'd like to describe what it looks like as it begins to lose its health.
Yeah, I think it almost very quick, like momentarily, it like kind of freezes, and you can almost see its like movements glitch for a bit, as the horns atop its head rapidly flicker, but as soon as that happens, it stops and it goes back to its to what it's doing.
Absolutely. And Mix, we go to your turn.
Well, in this case, let's just try. I'm gonna, Mr. DM, if I may, I'd like to now make a hacking roll
Absolutely.
on Merru with the tablet.
You can use the tablet. That is going to be an understanding technology. You have your specialty for hacking.
I do.
And the way this is going to work in terms of challenge, for every 5 successes, you can uncover a bit of information. And then for every 5 successes past the first 5, you can either uncover more information or you can disable or weaken an attack.
All right. And what's the difficulty here?
You can set it at 5 because it's every 5 successes. So this is a
Gotcha.
cumulative thing.
Gotcha. I'll just have to make note of all the stuff as each success gets added on. All right. We'll use a point here.
You
to
can use
add
your sin point if you'd like to add 2
2
dice.
Is there anything else I'm missing?
You know
No?
what? I will give you an extra dice because you are using Merru's tablet.
Awesome. I have an issue with that name, but I will go ahead and use that anyways. Okay. All right. It's fine. Just lock in.
10
Oh my
success
god!
Oh my
crit.
god, okay.
With
Yeah.
a 10 success
Alright.
crit, you are able to not only uncover a bit of information, but let me know, would you like to disable or weaken something, or would you like to uncover more information?
Okay. I think I'd like to, at the moment, information is valuable. This is an information war. But, also, this thing has hurt us pretty bad. It hurt us, read Kai.
I'll also let you know
Kaiser tank.
Yeah.
I can take it.
the things that
Okay.
you can disable. You can either uncover information, it will be random what you learn, but it will be something that hasn't been used yet. Or the things you can disable or weaken, you can disable something that you find in the system called live wire. Or you can put lock on the thing you watched hit Kai on a cooldown that it can only be used every other turn.
I think we kind of just need information at first.
Yeah, I
because,
think-
we don't know if this distortion's gonna like blow itself up suddenly.
All right. In that case, I think Mix will do information. It really is like Blob Core. I've got the energy boxes. I will unlock more information.
Absolutely. You get 2 bits of information. The
Okay.
first thing that you will learn, this thing has something called Loading Protocol 23. You don't know what it will do, what the protocol will do, but you know at the end of round 5, this thing's defensive challenge will drop to 0, and it will gain a shield that reduces all damage by half. The second bit of information
Okay.
that you learn is that, let us see. You know what? I'll let you learn this. You haven't seen what live wire is yet, but you discovered in the system there is something you can disable with that name. And you learn that this distortion has a status condition where you gain X defensive paralysis, where X is equal to stacks of live wire. And at the end of the round, any targets inflicted with the live wire will lose health that can't be negated or reduced. And the distortion will gain half of the total amount of health lost by all target.
Ah.
Okay, so we don't want to be afflicted by that. That's the
Yeah.
thing we don't want to get hit by. Okay,
Yeah.
great, good. This is good information.
Well, okay. And this is basically Mix in their element. This is what they do best. They're just like, fingers gliding across the screen as they hack into Merru. And if it's allowed, maybe they'll take a further step back. So they don't get hit by another AoE. But yeah, I think that Mix will obviously shout out this information to the others, and then say, "Okay, just keep it focused on you guys. If I have more
Got it.
time, I can disable more of its functions. Just, I need time." And that will be Mix's turn, and I believe it's now Kai's.
Absolutely. And Kai, we go to your turn.
Mix needs more time. Kai's gonna make more time. I think I'm actually gonna try grappling I think I'm gonna try to hold Merru in place. At least to the best of my ability, with at your command. Just so that I can restrict his movement, so that he can't attack.
Absolutely.
Mix while she's hacking into him. And so sorry. The challenge is, what is it, 6?
Challenge 5.
5. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, we're. Sorry, manifesting right now. I'm gonna roll good, and I'm gonna hold Merru down. Yup.
Critical
Like I
success. 7 successes. Critical. So you're going to be doing to him. That's going to be 4 red slashing damage. He has no effect for slash and no effect for red. So Merru, or what Merru currently is, that is going to be 4 damage. And he is going to grapple you. So you are bound, your movement is reduced to threat 0 until the next turn, so Merru cannot move. And Merru gains 1 bleed.
Okay.
And it activates immediately.
It does, so you take a point of damage.
Yeah, Kai, it's like football, like ground tackles. I know that Merru is not knocked to the ground, but, same idea. He throws his full body weight at him, tries to dent into the metal as much as he can and hold his cannon arm down so that he can't shoot it at anyone, and hold his wires as much in place as possible.
And how does the distortion react?
I think it initially tries to, thrash and get out of the grapple, because it's not quite sure what is going on. But when it realizes that it is unable to move, it's almost like it pauses, kind of like something in its system is recalibrating. Sort of like a GPS that's gone off route.
Absolutely. And as it does so, the distortion can still attack, but it simply can't move from where Kai is holding it. Fire, we go to you.
Okay, I'm looking through my options here.
Wow.
Okay. Mix. He'll turn back to Mix and say, "Keep looking for information. Kai, stay in position. Keep our surroundings. Don't let Merru get behind any of us. Watch for those straight lines." And Prior glances at the cannon, and he's going to try and drum up some a rallying cry here. And I'm just gonna use my skill 3. Oh my god!
Oh!
Prior is shaken. Prior is shaken.
Would you like to spend
good news is-
sanity?
Coin 1 is unbreakable, so I'm going to preserve my sanity for later in this fight. Kai, you can heal 1 sanity and get 1 damage up. Second coin at you, Mix, because I don't have 3 targets this combat. I merely get coin 1 and coin 2. No crits. You can heal 1 sanity, take 1 damage up, and that is the end of Prior's turn.
Absolutely. And we go as Pyre is shaken to Merru's turn.
Yes.
Merru
okay.
is currently bound, so Merru
Yes.
cannot make reactive combat skills, or move. However, Merru can still attack and can still use its defensive challenge.
Okay. Well, I think the best thing to do. You know, you just learned what it was. I'm still able to use my wire trip, yes?
You are indeed.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll start with that.
Absolutely. And this is going to be hitting... I think Mix is actually in range of this. Even having moved.
Do you hate? It's fine.
Yep, it's fret 6, so everyone in this room is affected. You all can make a challenge 8 defensive skill. Kai, you have -2 dice to this because you have 2 defensive paralysis on you.
This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot.
No, it's gonna hit. Yeah, it's gonna. Oh, well.
All right, I'm gonna spend my second sin point.
All right.
I mean, hey, look, this is for
Everyone,
future.
crit.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Prior crit.
Aye.
Hey, wait. Wait.
Spend the
Okay.
willpower. Come on.
Okay.
No!
7 successes for Pyre, 4
Mix
successes
crit.
for Kai.
None of them. That's cruel. That's cruel right there. That's cruel.
6 successes for Mix. All 3 of you don't take any damage, but are all inflicted with paralysis live wire. 2 of that. Kai, you no longer have your original defensive paralysis.
Yeah, I was gonna get rid of it, but I guess I'll just keep it.
However, you now have 2 defensive paralysis in the form of live wire.
Well, that's nice.
And this was only its first combat skill.
So trying to think.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Did nothing.
Okay. So when the wires shoot out from those exposed areas and latch on to the 3 of you, Kai is a little too close, I think, for Merru's arm to really properly. He's got to do a little bit of maneuvering to be able to hit Kai through the grapple. So instead of trying to deal with that right now, the distortion will turn as much as it can its arm, and lock on to Prior.
Absolutely. Pyre, the barrel of the gun is staring you down, and you can make a challenge 6 with -2 dice to your
Yep,
defensive.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna save my last. I'm going to save my last. My last sin point because I have a feeling I might need it.
That said, as you're preparing to dodge, you all feel that light wash over you, and you can all heal a point of sanity.
Might need that. Okay. Difficulty 6.
Yep, challenge 6.
This time. Yep. I'll try.
3 successes.
I
Crit.
6 success crit!
Oh.
You do
That's my
dodge!
goat.
Now you still
That's my
take...
goat.
Fire stares down the barrel of the gun, and as it fires, his like back and neck make this horrible cracking sound as he like limbos back, and it stops his head from being blown off as the round like grazes by his head.
Absolutely. Merru, I need you to roll that d10 to see if this was a crit.
Oh, you're right.
Right.
My bad.
Come on, Merru, you wouldn't crit Briar, would you?
I don't
You
know.
wouldn't?
Would it?
It's prior.
No.
Nope.
No, thank you.
So prior, it is an unbreakable coin. You would be taking, it would be 4 black piercing damage. There was a resolve, so it is halved to 2. Does this distortion? It's not so much a creature as a thing. Does it have eyes to look with?
Yeah, I have one.
In that case then, prior, you can reduce this. You would reduce it to 1, but you are weak to pierce. So you're taking 2 black piercing damage.
Yeah, so that because it would be 4 damage. Well, it'd be 4 damage halved to 2, plus 1 from pierce, minus 1. So it would be 2 overall, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be 2 overall, 1 to your health, 1 to your sanity.
Excellent. Okay, and I will remove that defensive paralysis.
You do get to remove
excellent.
that defensive paralysis.
I will take that damage.
And
Oh.
oh yes, please. What were you going to say, Merru?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is my second turn now using.
That is your. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There's your third
yep,
skill slot.
Yep. Yeah, you get to activate
Yes.
error code 508 because that was your second turn using lock on.
This will be the third attack. And I guess I'll describe it before everyone tries to do their dodge. Just so they can react. I think after it makes that shot towards Prior, the plate on its chest starts to shake and rumble a bit from the pressure of all of these continuous attacks. And it tries to lower the cannon to let it do that very brief recharge, but once again, just like it had in the unit, it momentarily like freezes, and the gun whirs to life again, and it glows brighter than before, and once more the horns atop its head flicker rapidly, and then shots just begin to ring out over and over again above all of that static and noise that the distortion is making.
Okay,
And
I'm assuming Prior is the main target.
is Prior the main target of the attack?
Well, let's try this.
Thanks for taking one for the team.
No worries.
It's
Oh my god!
Yep. My goat.
Oh my god.
And can the
He's
two of
locking
you
in.
also make... Oh, no, wait. I think it's only the main target, I believe. Oh, no, you two also do need to make a challenge 8, because it is coming at
Okay.
everything in the room. It is indiscriminate,
Oh,
so...
okay, great.
And you have
Alright,
-2 dice to this mix.
Oh, thanks.
Prior dodges the first shot, the second one charges up, and Prior like vaults over the cannon, like he grabs the top of it and just like full on like does a flip, kicks off the cannon, and as the bullet hits the ground, it begins ricocheting across the room.
Dude. Mix is dead.
And as it ricochets across the room, Mix.
Alright.
Oh god, wait, let me willpower it.
Oh, Kai, I believe you also have -2 dice to yours.
Oh, I do? Oh, sorry, I thought that I already...
No, because you lost your defensive paralysis and you got it back from
Right.
Livewire.
Good
No, I
news
wouldn't
is
have made
you
it that
guys
way.
you guys are you guys are the secondary targets. That's only 4 damage.
Yay!
Only 4 damage. What
Yep.
kind of damage is this?
It is black piercing damage, so Mix, you would be taking from that.
I have resolve at least.
No, you do not, because the way Resolve now
Oh.
triggers, the Resolve had triggered on the attack that hit prior, which was the previous one, Lock On. So prior did
good
get to
news is-
have that attack. This one did not get have.
Mix is very good against this attack.
Yes, so Mix, you are only taking, because you endure black, and you also endure pierce, you are only taking 2. So you take 1 health and 1 sanity.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
And Kai, that is still a failure, regardless, so I won't make you roll again, because you have less dice.
Yeah.
Kai, you, with the black and pierce, are taking...
Okay.
That would be, instead of 4, you endure black, so it's reduced to free. So you are taking 3 damage. 2 health and 1 sanity.
Alright. Got nice dice. Always crazy to watch that little meter go up so fast. I don't know how it does that.
And Merru, I believe that was your final skill slot.
Yes, it was. But I think I get some healing now from Livewire.
Yes, a couple things happen. The first thing that
Right.
happens is you did have bleed on you. So you do take a
Right.
point of damage, and the bleed
Oh.
expires.
Okay, that's real. It's fine.
Then, from live wire, at the end of the turn, all of you are about to take some damage. Because all of you still have 2 live wire on you.
Ah.
So, what happens is... you all are going to take 2 damage to your health. And the distortion gains half of the total amount of health lost. So the distortion will gain, if that's
3.
6, yep, the distortion will gain free health. And then the distortion will lose free health at the end of the round
Yep.
from that unstable core. All of you get to reduce your stacks of live wire by 1.
All right.
And then we go to the top of the next round.
All right, Merru, you're starting to piss me off. All right. I will go ahead and hack. Use my final point here. God, I just. All right, I just need to get at least 5. That's all I want. Okay. All right. Please, God. No, we've had a tumultuous relationship.
You get your plus
okay.
1 dice. You get your plus 1 dice from the tablet.
I do it. My plus 1 dice from the tablet. Do I get any other bonuses? Do we have any other?
You, unfortunately, do not have any other bonuses.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's go. All right. time to
7
reroll.
success
Time to
crit.
reroll.
Yup.
9 success crit. You are
Yep.
so close. You are currently, because I believe last time you had gotten a 10 success crit. So you are
Yep.
at 19 successes.
Mix has never locked in this much before. They have gone through 3 separate distortions. I don't think you understand. 3 separate distortions. At this point, they are sick and tired of this, and they just want Merru to be okay. And so they are going as fast as lightning. They are opening different programs to attack different things, in an effort to just get to the core of what's going on, of what's happening. Because if Mix doesn't do it, then this thing is gonna explode. And it's not so much that it's gonna hurt them, it's gonna hurt Merru, and they gotta stop that before anything worse happens. And this is basically Mix. This is almost like how Mix was back at like the very beginning when the 5th trumpet sounded, when they were doing the hack against Ange. This is basically like, even though they're being attacked, even though they're being hurt, they are powering through. And yeah, I'd like to learn some information, please.
Absolutely. You learn that this distortion has a core. That caution sign you saw on its chest there, it can be tampered with. It can be tinkered with. And currently, it is unstable. You see how the distortion keeps seeming to spark and to damage itself as the fight goes on?
Mm-hmm.
You have a feeling if the core can be fixed, then not only will it stop hurting itself, but you might be able to find a way to power it down. And you know there's a certain someone here who's quite good at tinkering with machines and prosthetics.
Yeah. Mix takes a deep breath, closes their eyes. It all, in the span of a few seconds, they formulate what's gonna happen, how it needs to happen, and then they open their eyes. Okay, there's a core. There's a core to it. You see that panel right there on its chest? Behind that, there's a core. We can get to that. That's how we beat it. That's how we finish this. Prior. And Mix shouts over at Prior.
He points his sword back and gives a solemn nod and says, I've worked on Merru's internals before. Just not in such a high-stakes situation. I'll do what needs to be done.
We can't afford any mistakes.
I can't afford any more either. He's not here to give me any more chances, is he? And
No.
Prior nods his head.
Kai, I need you to hold Merru down with everything you've got.
Oh god. Okay.
If Prior's gonna get to that thing, then that's what you need to do. I'll do my best to keep finding out everything I can and disabling anything I can. That's our game plan. Execute.
Prior does not give any. Yet Prior gives no instructions that he has any sort of envy or greed or envy or pride in this moment. Mix has the plan. He looks at Kai. He nods his head. They carry it out.
Hi. What would you like to do?
Exactly what Mick said. Kai is going to do his very. Oh god. Okay, I have to roll good to grapple. Oh god, sorry. The challenge is 5 or 6. I always forget that. Mr. Yeah.
Oh, the challenge to hit? It is challenge 5.
5. Okay. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this endpoint.
Oh shit.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm gonna go harder than that.
5 successes.
Hell yeah.
Guess that's the hope.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 successes. That is going to be 4 unhalved red slashing damage, which this thing takes the full 4. It is once again bound and unable to move, Kai, which, because it is being held down by you, will give Prior a bonus dice. And this distortion takes 1 bleed and is immediately activated, so it takes another point of damage.
Yeah, no, Kai, having been thrown on the ground by the harsh blasts of gunfire before, lunges desperately at the distortion now that they have some idea of how to help him, or him within it. I think he's just gonna hold on for dear life and hope that it helps Prior get to the panel to fix whatever's wrong with him.
Absolutely. And Prior.
Yep, he is not going to miss this opportunity. Prior is going to run up to Merru, and he is going to take advantage of the fact that Merru is bound by the cannon. I imagine Kai's got the big claw wrapped around the cannon. Prior takes a running start, and like running up a sheer wall, his feet catch and try and kick off the metal paneling. He grabs at Meru's waist and hoists himself up so he can wrap his legs around the slender mechanism and get his fingers pried underneath that panel on Meru's chest. He is going to attempt to crack it open and start getting to work.
Absolutely. It is going to be, I would say, an understanding craft roll.
All right. Hey, I'm pretty good at this. I am going to push it with my final sin point, however. Let's get some work done. Challenge.
Absolutely. The challenge is going to be a cumulative challenge 10.
Okay, I'm gonna put 10, and I'm going to see how close I get this round, and I'll just reduce it in the future. I'll punch some willpower.
8
successes.
crit.
Prior's legs wrapped around the mechanical Meru's waist. His other hand reaches out and actually grabs one of the contained ends of the live wire, so he has some support as he pulls the chest piece open, and his arm reaches inside. While his 2 eyes are locked on what's happening inside, the 3 eyes of nothing there gaze up into the 1 eye of the distortion, pleading to find anything inside of them.
So I guess I'll describe what you see. So when you look into the system of the distortion, you pretty immediately are met with what looks like the core. Whatever it is, it looks like this is where the distortion has been storing its energy. But the core is surrounded by a mass of wires, bolts, and gears. And if you take a moment, you can physically see that as the distortion is like siphoning energy from outside sources into it, more energy just seeps out. And some of the wires themselves have wound around the core like vines, likely in an automatic attempt to fix the problem itself. but they've only really succeeded in entangling themselves and cracking the core even more. And they've started to fray, and the energy has begun to like corrode its system from the inside out. But the longer you look at the distortion's internal system, the more it does attempt to thrash. Obviously it doesn't like throw you off of it, but I think it's like trying to like wind its wires around whatever it can in an attempt to free itself. And you can hear shrill like alarms, these various beeps, and that like constant static sound coming from somewhere. And briefly you can hear more bits and pieces of that audio chip from before, as it attempts to replay, but it keeps stopping short and glitching out.
You know I haven't been a very good companion to you, Merru. For all the chances you gave me, I didn't give you one. But I'm not going anywhere. Not till you're better. So do your worst.
And he like locks his legs tighter, grabs at the inside of the panel, and despite the wires zapping and fraying the flesh on his hand, he still reaches deeper in and tries to untangle the mess inside.
And as you do so, the machine acts.
Yes. Oh, right. It's my turn, isn't it?
It is indeed. You have both Prior and Kai on you.
Yeah. Well, what would be best here? Well, I think the easiest thing would be to start with this one. Let's say we'll go for we'll go for Prior. I feel sorry doing that again, but considering what you're doing, I feel like there's a bunch of alarms saying not to let this happen. If it's possible to, is it possible to attack Prior right now?
It is.
I mean, probably. I mean, I am I am the closest to you.
Yeah, it's trying to like whack you off of it with its arm.
All right, I will try and evade.
It's challenge 4.
Okay, I should be able to dodge this.
Yep.
Yeah. Prior, the arm comes around and Prior ducks beneath it. Basically, his grip is like iron, and it's probably just difficult for Merru to get an angle on him.
And you can make your second. Oh, unless either of you have something to add.
Oh no, I was just agreeing. Let's see. What else we can do? You know who I haven't specifically targeted yet?
Uh-huh.
Mix.
That's crazy.
And there's really
That's
only
crazy.
there's only one thing I really can do right now, I think, and that's lock on,
That it
which
is.
won't be followed by the error.
It will not be followed by the error as it activated last turn.
Yes, but I will lock on to Mix as its system is constantly recalibrating because it does not know what's happening. So I think when its first attack doesn't work, the gun begins to glow and points itself in Mix's direction.
Well. Alright.
And that's going to be a challenge 6 Mix.
Oh. You know, Alright. Okay.
6 successes.
I forgot to put the. But, yeah. Look. Look.
Mick said no.
No. No. Yep.
Oh, right. I do believe Merru does need to roll a d10, though.
Yes, you do need to roll a d10. Oh, because it is unbreakable. So even though Mix,
Oh, don't worry. You're
Okay.
it's not
Mix
aggravated.
just is locked in. They are not here to fuck around.
So
Yeah,
Mix,
that's only 2 black damage. I
you
think,
are
after all
taking
of that.
2 black damage because you endure black and you endure pierce. So you are taking 1 tier health, 1 tier sanity.
Yep.
And the distortion has 1 last skill slot.
Yes. Let's see what to do. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what the best thing to do is. You know, it may have not worked on Prior. But we could try to whack Kai. Everyone almost gets it today.
Absolutely. Kai, that's going to be a challenge for...
All right. I think I can do this. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at
not
that.
even a question.
8 success
Kai-
crit.
Yeah, oh god, I believe Kai was holding Merru by the cannon as per Prior's description.
Yes.
Yep.
Is he whacking with his cannon? Or with his
Yeah.
wire? Okay. I like,
Yeah, he's like trying to like I guess like hit you enough so like you fall, like you let go.
yeah, like shaking him off. I get the, yeah. I think Kai has like a vice grip on Merru's cannon arm, and when he tries to swing to shake him off or to hit him, wherever Kai's legs are wrapped around Merru, I think he's just kind of swung around him, like his arms are doing most of the holding for his body, and he just kind of ends up sliding around. Anything to keep his lock on to Merru, holding him down in place. You know, I hit Prior and Mix are so close to getting him back to normal, and he just wants his friend back, and I think yeah.
Absolutely. And Merru, you take 1 damage from the bleed on you, and the bleed expires. And we go to the end of the round, where a couple things happen. The
Yeah.
live wire on everyone triggers, and you all lose 1 health. And Merru regains half of that total, rounded up, so Merru regains 2 health. And all of you can reduce your stacks of live wire by 1.
Awesome.
Meru's core is still unstable at the moment, so Merru then loses 3 health. And something happens at the end of round 5.
Oh.
Yes. Let's see.
System failure detected at 33%, 34%, 35%. Loading. Protocol 23. And Prior, you are right. You and Kai both, I imagine, watch and can see as this distortion suddenly seems to go inert for a moment. If, Merru, you would like to describe what it looks like as the protocol begins to load.
Yeah, so you can start to hear this unlike the rest of the sounds, which were very disorderly and almost frantic, there's this steady beeping sound that you start to hear as while the horns flash in time with the beep, and the eye that had been glowing blue, it doesn't go dark, but it seems to dim, and it stops thrashing, almost like it is preparing something or processing something, or loading something, and that's all it does.
Absolutely. Mix, we go to your turn.
Well, we do what we do every day, Mr. DM. I would like to once again keep rolling hacking.
Absolutely. You are currently at 19 successes.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't have sin left. But it's fine. It's fine. Fine. Alright. Just one success.
You do have a plus
Please.
1 dice from the tablet.
Please. I do have a +1 dice from the tablet. I think that's the only bonus I have at the moment. Okay. You know what? Willpowering here.
What is Mix's?
Oh my god! 8 success crit. You are currently at
27.
you were at 19, yeah, and then you are an 8 success crit. You are at 27 successes. So you can do 2 things. You can either learn 2 pieces of information, you can disable 2 things, or you can disable something. And yeah, so you could choose to either learn 2 pieces of information, or you could replace one of those learning information with disabling live wire or putting lock on a cooldown.
I need to disable something. I feel at this point. Okay. Let me think out my options. Information is still really important. Let's see. So it's live
Right.
wire, or what else?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like disable live wire and figure out what this protocol
Yeah.
23 is.
That might be it.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Hold
Disabling live wire means that this thing can no longer use its wires, so it will no longer be able to use wire trip.
Yeah. I think I will disable live wire and I will learn information.
Absolutely. You have disabled live wire. This distortion can no longer use wire trip.
Cool.
And As for the information you learn, you learn regarding the protocol currently activating. It seems that this is initiated when the total system failure is imminent. You have a feeling that this distortion is about to be doing a lot more damage than it already has been.
Okay.
And if there's anything you would like to add, Merru.
No, it's still doing what it's been doing.
All right. In that case, Mix will obviously, Mix will say, "All right, I've disabled one of its attacks, but it's gonna get a lot more dangerous from here on out. So be careful."
Oh, and Mix, as you look down at the tablet, and you all resolve yourselves, so the next attack incoming, damage will be halved. You do notice something else. There is a flashing red light. You have a feeling if this distortion fails or misses any attacks, it will be doing damage to itself. And you have noticed as the fight goes on that this thing is getting more and more beat up. And that is all. We go to you, Kai.
Okay. I'm going to continue to grapple him. Pryor is actively wrapped around him right now, trying to fix his core. That's not really something I can stop doing.
Absolutely. Its
So let me
defensive
just-
challenge is currently at 0.
Oh. Okay.
That is going to be,
Oh.
unless you decide to willpower.
No, I think that's...
Yeah, we don't want to be doing
Yeah.
more damage to Merru.
Yes, you have a feeling that this might really hurt it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 7 red slash damage.
Oh,
My God.
5.
Oh.
I believe 5 because it's +0 if he's grappling.
Yes,
Oh.
you are correct. So, oh yes, may elect to do +0 damage and grapple the target. My bad. In that case, then, it's actually going to be 5 damage.
And
If
then
you'd like to
halved
describe.
because he's in loading.
Oh,
Right?
yes. A half because he's in loading, so that is going to be 3 damage that it takes.
I think, okay, he's not like, oh, he's in like some kind of stasis right now? Like about to go crazy, or what's the...
From what Mick said, it looks like that he's currently in a stasis and is loading a protocol and is about to
Yep.
be doing a lot more damage and hurting himself a lot more.
Okay, God, Kai holsters himself up, digs his claws into the grooves caused by the dents from earlier attacks against him, and he says, "It's getting a little hard to hold on. I know you can fix him. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't want to lose him. I know you don't want to either." And I think just hold on with all his might.
Yeah.
Fire.
Oh man, we're almost there.
It's your turn.
Uh,
You're
Fire
at
hears
8
Kai's
successes.
words Yeah, and he just digs in. No hesitation. I'm not messing around. I don't have any more pushing, but only difficulty 2.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's fine.
Oh,
No.
Goodbye.
I have
got
sanity.
Yup.
All right.
four
Okay, there we go.
successes.
All right, for a minute there, for a moment. Pryor sticks his hands in, and there's like a massive jolting, and as his entire body convulses, he pulls his hands out, and his fingertips are blackened and charred. And as he stretches his fingers out, they seem to crack as fresh skin grows from underneath them, and he sticks his hand back inside. And within a few seconds, the last of the wire is rearranged.
Merru, would you like to describe what happens when the core is stabilized?
I think as that happens, let me find. May I put something into the?
Absolutely.
All right. All right. For a second, it doesn't look like much happens, but the energy is no longer seeping out of the core now, and further malfunctioning any systems in the distortion. And it's the actual change you see is very subtle, but that its eye that had been that now currently temporarily dimmed but still blue, you see it momentarily flicker off, and when it turns back on, it is now the same magenta as Merru's eye always has been. And it stares at you, still obviously expressionless, but its horns that had been flickering in time to the beeping that had started very briefly flash like twice before going back to their rhythm. I think it's my turn, yes?
That it is.
Alright. Well, despite that, now that that has happened, the beeping suddenly stops. Shortly after that momentary flicker happened. And then its eye, still magenta, now glows as brightly as it had been initially, as Protocol 23 initiates. And he will lock on, because why not? So who will he target? I think you can see this like ever slight like hesitation before it locks onto Pryor.
Absolutely. Pryor being finished with Merru's internals, slams the panel shut, and not wanting Merru to shoot himself, disentangles himself from Merru's hips and falls down in front of him, guarding himself against the cannon that's pointed in his direction. Come on. I can take it, Merru. You know I can. Lord knows I deserve it. And he'll try and dodge.
Two successes. Four successes.
4 successes. That is a failure by a margin of 2, plus 2 damage. Oh, right, Merru should roll to see if this crits.
Does this crit? You do have resolve.
It is not.
Okay,
All right.
not a crit. So that is going
So that
to
is
be...
going to be 8 damage.
Wait, 8 damage. I think... Oh, yes, because he's doing plus 2 now. So it would be 8 damage, half to 4, because of the resolve.
And then I take Pierce Black as exactly as written.
So you are taking 4 damage.
Absolutely. That is enough to knock Prior into both strained and impaired.
However, there was a redeem. You're touched by the light. As you all feel the light wash over you, Prior, as you take the full brunt of that attack, you can regain a point of sanity, as can Nyx and Kai.
Oh my god, thank you.
And lock on has been used again,
Yes,
which means
it is time.
it is time.
All right.
Yeah. Point blank, Prior eats the cannon to his chest. Like, there's a actual cracking sound of ribs as he stumbles back and coughs up a mouthful of blood. He goes to wipe it, and he looks back at Merru.
And Merru is, or the distortion, my bad, is looking right back at Prior as it is unable to stop itself from the next attack.
All right.
That's gonna be a challenge 8
Uh,
for all of you.
Yep.
Oh,
Yay.
okay.
Okay, yay.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Challenge 8. Well, that's gonna hurt a lot.
Oh my god, wait, I actually might. Dude.
7 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 success crit.
Okay. Okay.
6 success crit.
Okay. Come on, please. Son of a bitch!
6 success crit.
It's fine.
Mix, you are taking 2 black pierce damage, thanks to your ego, reducing the 4 to 2. Prior, you are taking, with your 3 successes, that is a failure. 8 success crit for Kai, success. 6 success crit for Mix, failure. You are taking 8 black piercing damage, which does get reduced.
I actually think it's more damage because of loading protocol.
Oh my gosh, Mix, you take 2 more damage because of loading protocol. So you take,
Thanks.
yep, you take 2 more damage, 1 to your health, 1 to your sanity. Prior, you're gonna be taking
Wait.
10
Oh.
black piercing damage. And it is, you are weak to pierce.
I am.
You do get to endure the black because it's looking at you. So
Yeah,
it goes back down to 10.
I think you're gonna need to look at my my sheet for a moment, Sin.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You have exactly that amount of health left. This is going to kill you, Prior.
Well, it's been a good run for the day. Prior takes the first hit to the chest, steels himself, looks up at Merru, and says, "Come on, is that really all you?" Oh. The bullet fires, and Prior's arm is taking clean off his body. The second one takes off his leg at the knee. Before he can choke anything else out, 3 bullets are punched through his chest, and the final one takes his head clean off his shoulders. The bullet-ridden, fleshy torso hits the ground with a meaty sound effect as blood pools around and a grinding begins to shake inside the body. Prior is killed outright. For the first time today.
Quick question. I take 10, so that's 5 to health, 5 to willpower.
No.
You take 8. Sorry, you take 6.
You take
Nick took 6.
No, you don't take
took
6. You would have taken 6. You reduce it to 4 because you endure black, and you endure pierce.
Okay.
And Merru, how do you react at the sight that you see? Or what was once Merru?
I think once the onslaught of bullets stop, the distortion will it will stare at Prior's body. And I think actually let me quickly ask just to confirm, is he still being held down by Kai?
His last attack was doing so as far as I know, yes. Is that
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just curious because I didn't want to say anything that wouldn't work. I think that there's a brief moment where some of the wiring on his side, not aggressively, but hesitantly goes to move in the direction of Prior's body, but then it looks like it stops short before it focuses its attention back on the rest of you. And I have one more attack, right?
You do. You have one more skill slot.
Okay. I think it will. I can't live wire anymore. I think I will. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what the best attack is here because I can't really whip and pair either. I think, you know, there's actually one attack he hasn't used yet.
Oh?
Would I be able to use his last attack that he hasn't used yet?
You may.
Sorry, I didn't hear what it cut out for me. I didn't hear what you said.
You may use that.
Okay. Yeah. So I think he has one more attack. And he will target I mean, I don't think it's possible for him to actually, because Prior's dead. I don't think he can grab Prior. Prior's just dead. So I guess if you can't do that, He'll grab. Well, Kai's right on him.
I think there's because it's only threat 2.
Yeah, I guess he has to grab Kai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, he can grab Kai. As you turn from Prior's body on the ground that you've blown apart, it is a challenge 6, Kai.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh,
2 successes.
I mean, I'll try. Yeah, no, it's over.
oh.
Kai, you are grabbed. You are immobilized. You cannot move or flee, but you can still use combat skills and defensive skills without movement conditionals. You are inflicted with 2 defensive paralysis, and you take 2 red blunt damage, which you, because of your ego, reduce to 1.
That'd actually be 4 red blunt damage.
Yes, thank you, because it has initiated the protocol. So you do reduce it from 4 to 2, because you're resistant to red, and you endure blunt, so you still only take 1 damage.
Alright.
And as we go to the end of the round, I believe that a couple things happen. The core, because of Prior, is now stabilized, so the distortion does not lose any health. And we return to the top of the turn order with Mix.
Well, Mr. DM, we're stabilized at this point. I'll at least ask if it's possible, since the core is stabilized. They've kind of started the process. I think at this point, what's left is, can Mix start to try and talk to Merru, maybe do a persuasion?
You can. You can first talk, and then you can make a presence or conviction persuasion check.
And what is the difficulty here?
It is a cumulative challenge 10 between all of you.
Okay. 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 All right. Oh, just roll well. It's fine. It's fine. As long as I get an okay result, it's fine. Oh.
2 successes. Would you like to spend sanity?
I can't spare it right now. Ugh.
What do you say to Merru?
And only 2 successes. What does Mix say? I think Mix says, Merru, open your eyes. You need to wake up. You. And that's all that they say. They really can't think of anything better to say between all the pain and just being at a loss for words.
Absolutely. And as you do, Merru, do you react at all to what is said?
Yeah, a little bit. It obviously doesn't really get through, but this time when even the attempt to speak with the distortion, the first time any of you tried, that messed up audio chip began to play. This time you can hear a different one play. And it says something a bit of a different tone than the initial one, and you can just hear the cut-off words as the distortion plays the chip that says, "You didn't ask for this. I'm so tired. Can't focus right. Every day it's getting worse. Memories keep replaying over and over. And I guess I used to want to be better, to do more than this. It's eating at me. Everything is. I don't want to miss them anymore. Help me, please." And then it abruptly cuts out.
And as it cuts out, Kai, what do you do?
Seeing Pryor's very violent death, just a minute ago, I think, he thinks, oh my god, Kai knows Pryor will come back, but that was a particularly hard one to watch. And then Merru grabs him, rendering immobilized, and Kai can't do anything but plead, so may I also roll a persuasion conviction? Or whatever.
Absolutely. You may roll your presence persuasion. You do have a specialty in good looks, and you have beautiful. Does Kyle have permission to add beautiful here to this, Merru?
It's Kai, so yeah.
Absolutely. You can add your extra dice for beautiful then.
It's just one, right?
+2.
Oh, +2. So good looks and beautiful are both +2s.
You also have a specialty. The specialty is just something you select when you make your roll. You should see it pop up when you make your persuasion presence roll.
Oh, sorry. The good looks is the the special.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
So,
my bad.
Is it
Then
good
yes.
looks 2 and beautiful 2?
No.
or
just
It's
good
just
look?
+2.
Okay, just the one. Got it. Okay, makes sense. And okay, I'll make the DC 8 since we've gotten rid of 2. Is that the how
It's
we're
only DC.
Yeah,
only
yeah.
eight have to do.
Okay. Alright. Sorry, what'd you say, Pryor?
I said, go for it. We got this. We got this. You got this.
Yup.
Oh wait, let's see. Scallop did that. Wait, sorry, did that not? What the heck? Persuasion presence.
Six
Okay.
successes. Would you like to spend sanity?
I'll go into aggravated, but sure, why not? I'm crazy. And it's Merru.
Oh!
7 successes.
Okay.
While Merru, how is Merru holding? I mean, I know that he's immobilized, but is it just like his? I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter for what he's saying, but
Basically, the distortion has used its wires to grab onto you and pull you in because it was scanning you.
okay. He'll look at where Meru's eyes are, or
Eye, but
his
yes.
scanner eyes. Yeah, sorry, scanner eye thing is, and he'll say, "I'm sorry. I didn't know you felt this way. I don't know what's going on, and I'm scared. I just want to help you. You listen to me when no one else heard. And I'm not perfect, and I'm not always right, but I'm not straying from your side. And you've got me, and you've got us, and I can try to help. I can try to keep you safe. And we're gonna get you out of this. I just don't know how."
And upon Kai saying that, you can feel briefly the wires that are wrapped around you tighten, not to a painful extent. As the distortion seems to try to be processing what you're saying. And you can see how the lights on the horns and its eye are, I guess the best word would be like almost like quivering. And that audio chip plays again, but instead parts of what have initially played are cut out, and all it says is, "I'm so tired. I want to be better. I don't want this. Help me, please." But it's almost like he's unable to let go despite that.
Kai, do you say anything back as we go to the next turn?
I think he just says, I can hear you. We're gonna help you. You don't have to be tired anymore. We'll get you out of this. As he struggles against the bonds a little bit.
And Prior,
Yeah, that's all.
as Kai struggles against them, we go to your turn.
I have a question for you, Mr. DM. Did that last attack destroy Prior's brain or not?
It did not. I
It
will
blew his head
say
off, but didn't destroy his brain.
it wasn't targeting for your brain in particular. So while it did blow off your head, the brain is
That's all
still
it needs.
intact.
All right. There is a moment while Kai and Merru are having their seconds that a grinding sound comes from within the center of the torso, bleeding on the ground, an endless rivulet of blood. From the chest, arms burst out in a chorus of limbs, which reach out across the field to where all the limbs were blown off. They grab onto the bones, and with the sound of attaching the pulled out arm of a doll back together. There's 4 sickening cracks as his right arm, his left leg, and then his head are snapped back into place on the torso. And with a single final crack of his spine realigning, Friar twitches, plants his elbows behind him, and with supernatural strength pushes himself back onto his feet. He bites down on fingers, and they crack and fall to the ground where they wither and decay. He swallows, and you see arms retreat back down his throat, the impressions of them swelling his body for a minute as they retreat back down to the core of his body. But as he stands, brought back, he takes one foot and he places it in front of the other. He takes a deep breath, and he knows this isn't about him. Merru. I need you to hear me. Just this once. Just this one time.
3 successes. 4 successes.
Friar steps before Merru, that giant cannon, and he looks up into that one unblinking eye. I've never met anyone like you, Merru. Someone who gets up early to make sure everyone else has their needs met. Someone who, when push comes to shove, offers advice and guidance to those who need it most. Someone, when he has been wronged, still finds it within himself to forgive them. Someone who cares for the people around him, no matter how many times he protests to the otherwise. Someone who I can look in the eye, who has my respect. Someone whose presence I take for granted. You're the best of us, Merru. For as much as you protest, and as much as you don't know what you're doing any more than the rest of us do, you're a friend. You're a companion. You're someone who's taking care of us. And even if it bleeds me dry, and even if I have to die again and I don't get back up, it's worth it. You saved me. When I was in the depth of my distortion and swept away by a river, I heard your voice above the rest. And it called me back to the shore. If I can do the same for you, I would give anything to do it. I know that it's terrifying to go back. But don't do it for us. Do it because this world is a better place with you in it, Merru. Humanity is a better thing with you there. We still need you, Merru. I want to give you one chance. Be happy. You gave me way more than that, but if that's all that I can give in return, let me give you that. If you can hear me, deep down, Merru, let us help you. We'll be there for you this time. And it will be different. Friar steps in front of the barrel of the gun. Lower your weapon, Merru. There are no more enemies here.
The gun lowers. And as it does so, you hear that audio just one more time, but all it says is just, "Help me, please." And as he lets Kai down, you see those lights and the wires start to power down as those systems shut off. And I suppose what's left behind, as the distortion kind of crumbles away, Merru is on the ground. And he's not initially, doesn't look like he's necessarily awake. But after a few seconds, you see his prosthetics flash, and his eyes shoot open, and he tries to, like, with a bit of a gasp, he tries to lift himself up, but because he's just come out of this distortion, he kind of is unable to lift himself up, and he kind of just lays there as he tries to figure out what just happened.
Prior gets down beside Merru, and he will very gently sort of like cradle the back of his head and kind of help him into a sitting position. Easy, easy. He gave us all a pretty big fright there, Merru. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Kai, are you hurt?
And Merru, he looks around like he's trying to remind himself of where exactly they are right now. And he kind of slumps a little and sighs and just goes, I'm tired.
Don't worry. I got you. Rest if you need to.
Is everyone okay?
Everyone's fine. Yeah. The angel's gone.
Oh.
The threats have been dealt with. You can rest, Merru. There are no more enemies here. You can relax.
Okay. Okay. And he does a bit. But he does look to Kai and Mix, because even though Prior said that they were okay, he still wants to make sure he sees it with his own eyes.
Kai, despite his injuries, has a look of utter relief at the fact that Merru is Merru again. I don't think for a second that he would even imply that he was hurt by Merru.
Mix has just squatted at this point, and they're just catching their breath.
Okay. And Merru, he's just trying to kind of catch his brain up to whatever just happened. It's weird to know, like, the last thing he really, really remembers is being in the unit with the angel. So he's definitely a bit disoriented. As he's trying, his mind is like trying to fill in the blank. and he can kind of piece together what happened, more or less, even if he doesn't remember. But I feel like he wouldn't let himself rest for too long before he's trying to sit up on his own. And he looks like he wants to say something. He's just not exactly sure what he should be saying before he kind of just goes, I'm sorry if I hurt you. I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry if I did the same to you. You're forgiven. If you feel guilty at all. We all could have been more aware of what was happening. You do a lot for us, Merru, and I can't speak for anyone but myself when I said I forgot that for a little bit, that you don't have to do that. But we really appreciate that you do. Here, do you want some help? I can get you up on your feet.
And it looks like he wants to say no, that he's got it, but...
I know you have it, and you can do it, but we want to help you, so would you please let us?
Fine. Okay.
Prior wraps an arm under Merru's, and putting his feet under him, he gently pulls Merru into him and up onto his feet.
Thanks.
There we go. You're welcome. It's the least I can do. And Prior will smile at Merru and then gesture for Mix and Kai to come over.
Kai will shuffle in the same direction. I don't think he wanted to interrupt that moment between the two of them. And I think that he'll look Merru over for any external injuries.
Merru looks fine. He just looks like exhausted. Like it's almost like you realize that he had for a while like just been purely running on adrenaline, and now that it's not there, he just looks exhausted. But he's fine.
Oh no, you go first.
Oh, I think I was just gonna say Merru. I think he can see Kai like trying to like check for his injuries, and he just kind of goes, "It's okay. I'm okay." No, nothing. I'm fine.
Thank you for coming back. I'm sure we'll talk later, but I'm really sorry about what happened. I know that you probably don't remember most of it if it's anything like what happened to me, but I can't thank you enough for coming back. I'm glad you're okay.
And I think when Merru looks at Kai, his eye narrows, not in like a suspicious way, but almost like there's something in his head that he's realizing. And he glances away and just goes, "Yeah, we can talk later." And I think at that moment, like, you see his eye widen, and he goes, wait, did we get where's the bow? We need the bow.
It's exactly where we left it. We can just head in there and grab it.
Okay. That's good.
It's okay.
And oh, if you have something to say first, Merru.
Oh no, he was just kind of trailing off.
Prior keeps Merru supported on his shoulder, and he's gonna look to everyone and say, "Speaking of the golden bow, let's slowly get a move on. We're not in any rush, but we'll get there, shall we?"
Yeah, the sooner the better.
And the four of you,
Max finally stands up straight, and they wince.
If Mix needs medical attention, I can do that soon, I'm sure.
yes, I will say the four of you are in an abandoned lobotomy corporation facility. While there is nothing, as far as you're aware, currently on this floor that is hostile, you know that there are abnormalities. Oh?
We should probably get a move on.
Yes, you know there are abnormalities on the other floors. You know that these abnormalities won't stay in their egg forms forever. And as you all have a moment, however, to catch your breaths, I think this is a great time to take an intermission, and we will return in 15 minutes. We will see you all then, and thank you all so much, everyone. Yes, it is indeed still on the loose. As we go to intermission, and we'll see you all in 15 minutes.